Hey guys, welcome back. I did something really awesome. It was a ton of fun, and I wanted to share it with you guys a little bit. Just landed in Anaheim, heading to Blizzcon. No baggage for me today, just the backpack on my back for 3 days. So I just got my Uber to the convention center, and there is a monster line. This line wraps all the way around the building, like really far. Look at this. I mean, it really goes. I got my registration, and then I went over to the Blizzard store. And the Blizzard store was really cool. There was like a ton of merch. That night, the fire marshal actually shut down registration because I got back in line later that night and tried to get into registration with my brother and his buddies, and we just couldn't get in. So then I went out to the front of the building, and I took kind of a cool little screenshot or a little pan of the banners they had out front, and I finished the evening with some delicious food truck food, and then we headed back to go to sleep. The next morning, we had to go back out and we had to get back in line for registration. So we got my brother and his buddy and the kids, everybody registered, and then we went in for the opening ceremony, and that was insane. People were rushing in and like running in to get the best seats, and there was so much excitement. I did not know that everyone was gonna be running. That was kind of crazy. This is so awesome. It was just super exciting. They did like a countdown to like when they were gonna do it, and then like kind of all this fanfare, and it was pretty crazy. It was pretty fun and loud. They went through some announcements for a bunch of the games for Overwatch and Diablo and StarCraft, and of course they announced for Diablo 3, Diablo Immortal, and having BlizzCon be really a lot of hardcore PC gamers. You probably heard it didn't go over that well, but I'm sure I'm gonna play it, and I'm sure it's gonna be just great. It fills in the lore between Diablo 2 and Diablo 3, and that's really what it does. And it's mobile. Of course, they now have it on the Switch. They have Diablo 3 on the Switch, so, you know, 2 mobile options. This event was covered by media from all over the world, and it was amazing to see the diversity that was represented there. Also, I was so excited to see it, and it did not disappoint. The cosplay was amazing. Check out these guys I met. So look at these costumes these guys have.
We're a duo, husband-wife duo called 40 Below Cosplay and Props from Fairbanks, Alaska. So we came on down from
Alaska?
We went from about 0 degrees to what are we at, like 80 outside, 70 outside?
Yeah. Is that the appropriate armor for 80 degrees?
It felt great until we changed into the armor. Yeah.
Awesome, guys. Keep it up.
Oh, thank you.
The next thing we did is go check out the Dark Moon Fair, and this was a ton of fun. They had a fireside gathering for Hearthstone, and this was really cool, and you could actually even play the developers one-on-one at the fireside gathering. I won a purse, and that sounds hilarious, but it was actually the best prize available. It's got like a little bag, and it is a Hearthstone wallet. It totally is a woman's purse though. They had this whole thing set up for Nerf, because I guess there's an Overwatch, or at least Blizzard, maybe not only Overwatch, but there's definitely a Blizzard Nerf collaboration where they have the custom guns for some of these characters, and they had a shooting range that a lot of people were enjoying. There was also an art gallery, and the art gallery was really cool from all the different games that Blizzard has. The art really represented all the different worlds. They also had the toy capsules, and there was a huge line of people. People were buying, I would almost say hundreds. This is where you get the patches from the event. I didn't get anything to put my patches on, but I did collect all of the 8 patches from there, and I also got a patch for the Dark Moon Fair. Let me show you guys live when we were at the toy capsule thing, what we did. This is me and my nephew Peyton, and my brother's in the background, just talking for a second, and then we got a bunch of capsules. So we're gonna try our luck and try to win some, well, we're gonna get some badges for sure, right?
Yes.
The Velcro badges, but we're gonna try to win some epic loot. You ready, Peyton?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. We had kind of an inside joke the whole time, my brother and Eric and their sons, because I really like the tavern master from Hearthstone. And he always says stuff like, there's always room for another, and stuff like that. So I met him. I actually met him out of costume, and that was really cool. We talked a little bit at a fireside gathering. Then the next day he was in full costume, and I wanted him to say, there's always room for another. But you'll see, I set him up perfectly, but you'll see what happens here. I was wondering if there's room for any more.
Whoa, legendary. Oh, wow. More room?
There's plenty of room at the heart. Everyone, get in here.
That guy's awesome.
That is cool.
Oh, so close. He almost had it. There were several stages set up for all sorts of different announcements. Each game had its own stage, and they had constant announcements and R&D and artists, and it was really, really cool to be able to go behind the scenes with Blizzard and see what's going on in all the games. There was also a great big trading area, and there were tons of people that had bought a lot of the Time Traveler's chests or had bought merch already, and they were looking to trade, and they had pins and miniatures and pets and all sorts of really cool Blizzard gear. I think one of the biggest reasons people go to BlizzCon is to play the games and play the characters before they're available. And there were vast oceans of games as far as the eye could see. Computers set up row after row after row to let people sample the characters and sample the games and even get a chance to play like Diablo Immortal before it's even released. Something that really surprised me is the statues. The cosplay was amazing. I've showed you guys some of the cosplay, but there were these statues of some of the most popular characters, and they were amazingly well done. I think the highlight for some people at this event was the National Championships. I don't know the exact term, World Championships. And one of the biggest arenas was Overwatch. 6-on-6, in the middle, big screens, and I actually got the opportunity to watch China beat out Canada in the semifinals, and the China fans were going crazy. So that's gonna wrap it up. I am gonna do a lot more videos like this. Hopefully you guys enjoy them. This is stuff I enjoy on the family channel. You know, it's all about the family, and that's cool, but I like some other stuff too, and I'm gonna share that with you when I go do stuff, or I have things that I think are interesting. I'm gonna share that with you. I'm still gonna do those videos like kind of a, I don't know, a journal style where I'm talking to my kids in the future, kind of advice on different things. I enjoy that as well. But I really like gaming, and I really like sports, and I really like to do some things that aren't always perfect for a 1-year-old baby girl to do, and you'll find that on this channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Look how epic this is. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, look out.